Hello everyone. Today we are discussing about cube and cube roots. Now, the most important is, suppose I am writing 6 cube. This is actually 6 into 6 into 6 and comes out to be 216. The value of 6 cube is 216. Suppose I am saying the value of 8 cube. This actually means that 8 is being multiplied by itself 3 times, and when we are multiplying by itself 3 times, it comes out to be 512. So this is the meaning of cube. Now, when we talk about the term cube root, now the important thing is, if I am saying 216 is the number, and what is the cube root of 216? So we represent the cube root of a number like this. So when I am saying what is the cube root of 216, that means that a number which is multiplied by itself 3 times comes out to be 216. So the cube root of 216 is 6. Same way, if I am saying the cube root of 512, this is equals to 8. Here, one thing is very important, that in books, at times it is written a number like this or a number like this. On the other hand, we can also write something like this. Now these two things are different. This is actually the cube root of 64, while this is 3 multiplied by the under root of 64. So 3 multiplied by under root or square root of 64. If I solve this, the answer comes out to be 4. If I solve this, the answer is 3 multiplied by under root of 64, that is 8, and here it is 24. Now the point arises, what is the method of calculating the cube roots? When there is a number like 216, we can solve it by the method of factorization. I divide the number by 2, comes out to be 108. Then again divide the number by 2, it is 54. Again divided by 2 comes out to be 27. Then divide by 3 is 9. Again divide by 3 is 3. And again divide by 3 is 1. So I can say that 216 can be written as 2 into 2 multiplied by 3 into 3 into 3. And instead of 2 factors, we take 3 factors here because it is cube root. So out of these 3 factors, I can take a factor 2. Again, out of these 3 factors, I can take a factor 3, and the answers comes out to be 6. Now, suppose I say that what is the cube root of a number 1728. So I have to first of all factorize 1728. So it is 2, comes out to be 864. Again divide by 2, comes out to be 432. Again divide by 2, comes out to be 216. And from 216 onwards, we can again see this. So 1728, the factorization are 2 into 2 into 2. These are 3 2's. Then the same thing into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3. To every 3 pairs, we are taking 1 pair. These 3 we can take as 1 pair, and this 3 we can take another number. So here the answer comes out to be 12. So the cube root of 1728 is 12. Now we discuss that how we can solve the questions which are basically the larger numbers and where the factorization is not possible. Suppose I take an example of finding a cube root of a number like 50653. If I want to solve this, I know that the cube root of this number, let's say, I understand is 37. So 37 multiplied by 37 multiplied by 37, the answer comes out to be this. But it is very difficult that a person can analyze that we have to divide this number by a number 37. Because if the factors are 2, prime factors are 2, 3 or 5, it is easy to find out. But when the prime factor is directly 37, then it is very difficult to see that it is divisible by 37 3 times like this. 5, 0, 6, 5, 3. First you divide by 37, get a number. again divide by 37, get a number, and that 37. So it can be written as 37 into 37 into 37. So we will take 37 as the cube root of this number. Now, because we know this is very complicated, we can see it from the another angle. First of all, we should know the cube of 1 is 1, the cube of 2 is 8, the cube of 3 is 27, the cube of 4 is 64, the cube of 5 is 25, cube of 6 is 216, 7 cube is 343, 8 cube is 512, the 9 cube is 729, and 10 cube or the cube with a 0 is 1000. Here we should know that the last digit are not same in any two of the numbers. So from this we can easily analyze that if the unit place is 7 and we have to find out the cube root of the number of a perfect number, then it must be, the unit place must be 3. Here we know that the unit place is 3. This shows that the unit place of the cube root must be 7 because the 7 cube is 343, or anything which is having 3 at the units place, then the unit place of the cube root must be 7. So here the unit place must be 7. We understand that this unit place is actually representing the last 3 digits. Why I am saying the last 3 digits? Because if I say the value of 1000 cube root, it is 10. The value of cube root of 10 with 1 with 6 zeros is 100. So every 3 zeros is giving a 0 here, or I am saying that any number between 1000 and 10 lakhs, the cube root must be a 2-digit number. So here, because there are 5 digits, we understand that the cube root must be a 2-digit number. So the last 3 digits are representing the unit digit, and because the unit digit is 3 here, so it must be 7. Now we are finding the cube root of 50. We know that the cube of 3 is 27 and the cube of 4 is 64. Definitely the cube root of 50 must be in between these two numbers. So either it is 3 point something or 3, it must be having 3 at the tens place. So the correct number comes out to be 37. Or I am saying that the last digit will define the units place of the cube root, and the first, if we neglect the last 3 digits, then the number which is here before the 3 digits will represent that what will be the tens place, and we can find out the cube root directly. So this is the way of finding the cube root if we are not able to factorize them in this manner.